When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
All right, welcome here to Rosholt, Wisconsin, here, site of tonight's CWC South Conference game between the Rosholt Hornets and the Stevens Point Pacelli Cardinals. Our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show here out at Brooks Field here in Rosholt. Auto Select, which is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. So tonight's start here about a 4:45 or so first pitch roughly. We'll get our national anthem again here on our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show. We'll get our national anthem, our starting lineups here, and we'll be underway here momentarily. Again, Pacelli here comes in 10-9 overall, 7-3 here in the CWC South Conference. Rosholt 7-10 overall, 4-5 in conference. We will pause here momentarily for the playing of our national anthem. All right. Great job there for the national anthem. Live singing, that was absolutely outstanding here again. Out here in Rosholt at Brooks Field here on a rather nice Tuesday afternoon here on May 14th. Pacelli Cardinals come in here again with an overall record here of 10-9, 7-3 in the conference. Auto Select in Stevens Point is your best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. So Pacelli starting lineup: Melise Badoon batting in the 1 spot, Peyton Flees, Asher Jordan, Lucas Hammerly in the 4 spot, Andrew Van Order doing the DHing tonight. Sully Schober hitting in the 6th spot, Kel Knopper in the 7th spot, Jaden Garski out in the 8th spot here in the lineup here tonight, and freshman Bryce Flaker rounding out the Pacelli batting order here for the Cardinals. Defensively, Rosholt, Matthew Ostrowski will be the catcher tonight. Thomas Lemanchik gets to start out on the hill. Tyler Hintz over at short, Wyatt Lorbecki at third. Tyler Cluck out in center field, Joey Walder out in right. Aiden Wiesa over at first, Mason Bembenek out in left, and Evan Hintz Rounding out the Rosholt Hornets defensively over at second base. So Lemanchik will get the start here for Rosholt. These two teams met 11 days ago. Pacelli came out of there with an 11-4 victory. So Badoon here with a first pitch ball from Lemanchik. And a swing and a miss here from Lemanchik to his catcher, Matthew Ostrowski. All misses just out here, so count now goes 2-1 to Badoon. And Badoon with a base hit to start things off. Junior Melise Badoon keeping that hat bat going. He had the 3 hits last night for Pacelli. So Badoon gets things started here with senior Peyton Flees, the center fielder here. Peyton with a couple home runs on the season here. A lot of baseball left. Manchik's offering out of the stretch. This is down low here, so 1-0 the count here to Fleece, with senior Asher Jordan on deck here for Pacelli. Manchik's throw back to Aiden Wiesa. Sophomore first baseman over there for Rosholt. Lemanchik set and the pitch. A called strike to Fleece, so 1-1 now the count. And Lemanchik over to Wiesa. Badoon back in safely. And Badoon with a steal, and he will be in safely with a stand-up stolen base. Is junior Melise Badoon. Pacelli teammates encouraging him with those chants of wheels. And a called strike to Fleece, so count now goes 2-2 now. Count now works to full here. A lead base runner on with Badoon out at second. Lemanchik set in the pitch. All misses down low, so Flees will reach on the base on ball, and that brings up senior shortstop here today in Asher Jordan. As we've mentioned in some prior broadcasts, Jordan has played in a few different spots, certainly situationally dependent on each situation, whether it's first base, second base, short. Certainly one of the near the top end of the Cardinals pitching rotation here. Lemanchik set the bunt from Jordan. Jordan gonna leg it out here. Lemanchik's only throw to first, and they will get the out at 1. Jordan with the sack bunt. 1-3 here, so out number 1, but the base runners both advance. Badoon to third, Flees over to second, and junior Lucas Hammerley here. Hammerley swings at the first strike here from Lemanchik. And a called strike 2 to Hammerley, so count quickly now 0-2 to Lucas. And ball batted out of play here. And it will be a souvenir for somebody, so count remains 0-2 here on Hammerley. 1 out here, a couple base runners on in scoring position for Pacelli. Ball just misses here now, so 1-2 to Lucas. A little more wind here today than yesterday. Ball misses upstairs, so count now goes even at 2 here to Lucas with and a called third strike. So that represents out number 2 on the called strike here by Thomas Lemanchek. That will bring up senior designated hitting Andrew Van Order here, hitting today in the number 5 spot. Van Order swings through strike 1 here. Andrew swinging a pretty hot bat the last couple games anyways. A couple hits yesterday. A couple hits out on Saturday in game 2 with Bondwell, and Van Order swings and misses here. So 0-2 now here to Van Order. Ball misses up. So Lamant working with a 1-2 count here to VO. And ball misses upstairs. Count goes even now at 2s here. Manchik's offering swing and a miss and strike 3, and Van Order out on the strikes here for out number 3. Pacelli gets 1 hit, no runs, no errors. We move to the bottom half of inning number 1 here. Score 0-0. Rosholt coming up. You're listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
All right, back out here in Rosholt here at Brooks Field. Want to give thanks to our game day sponsors with Lee Ayers Jewelers, Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Point Insurance and Premier Auto. Also, Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. So, Melise Badoon to get the start here today on the 14th of May here on a pretty nice little Tuesday here. Rosholt will be led off by catcher Matthew Ostrowski here today, the sophomore catcher. Again, these two teams played just about 11 short days ago or so out at Buchholz Park. Pacelli with the 11-4 conference victory in that one. Rosholt here with an overall record of 7-10, 4-5 in conference. And Badoon will work out of the stretch here. And a called first strike here to Ostrowski. And Badoon's offering misses down low. Ranky there, the catcher, freshman, able to keep it in front of him. And a called strike 2 here, so count now goes 1-2 to Ostrowski. And a first strike here, and that's a Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout, where you can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. And that is the first out here for Pacelli. Thomas Lemanchik here, the junior left-hander here. And a called strike from Badoon to Lemanchik. Ball misses down though, so count now goes 1-1. Ball hit very well by Lemanchik. Fleas going back on it, not able to come up with it. Lemanchik will be in with a stand-up double here for Lemanchik. So Lemanchik aboard here. And senior shortstop here in Tyler Hintz will have a pinch runner here. Keegan O'Connell here to pinch base run for Lemanchik. Lead base runner on here for Rosholt. One out here for Tyler Hintz, the senior shortstop here today. Badoon from the stretch and the pitch. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike to Hintz. With Keegan O'Connell, the base runner, pinch base runner out there at second. Badoon snap throw back. Keegan will stay put. Jordan playing over at short here today, with Badoon out on the hill. And Badoon's offering misses outside now. So 1-1 to Hintz. Wyatt Lorbecki, the on-deck circle for Rosholt. Off-speed pitch lifted into the air. Jordan not able to reel that one in, so Hintz will be aboard on the E6. So Wyatt Lorbecki here. A couple of base runners on here, the junior third baseman, hitting in the cleanup spot here for Rosholt. And Badoon misses out, so count now 1-0. Tyler Cluck looks to be in the on-deck circle. And a called strike here to Lorbecki. And Badoon's off speed. So 1-2 now here to Wyatt. One out here, bottom half of inning number 1. Keegan O'Connell out at second. And a called third strike. Second strikeout, and that's another one of the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts, where you can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So 2 outs now here for Tyler Cluck. Doon working out of the stretch, 2 outs here. And a called strike to Cluck, so 1-1 now. Doon's offering foul hit off of Cluck, so count now goes 1-2. Joey Walder in the on-deck circle there, should Cluck reach here. And Badoon's offering batted sharply over to third. Sully Schober not able to come up with it, and that will be the first run here today. Keegan So Cluck will be aboard here with the E5. 2 outs here with Joey Walder here, the junior right fielder. Called strike to Walder. All right, first and second, Rosholt with the early 1-0 lead here. And a swing and a miss here, so Badoon quickly 0-2 here on Walder. Badoon's offering here. A called third strike, so Badoon 3 strikeouts, and that's another Jamie Wenzel, Servpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout, where you can call Jamie Wenzel at Servpro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. We will move to inning number 2. Rosholt on the board, 1-0 here over Pacelli. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun, Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
All right, back out here at Brooks Field here in Rosholt. Sully Schober to lead things off here in top half of inning number 2. Looks at a strike here, strike 1. Manchek out there for his second inning of work. Ball lifted into the air, that will get out of play. So count now goes quickly 0-2 to freshman third baseman Sully Schober, with junior Kelton Opper in the on-deck circle. And Schober with a swing and a miss, so that is out number 1. So Kelton Opper here, his first at-bat here today, the junior first baseman here, left-hander. Lefty versus lefty matchup here in Opper and Lemanchek. And that ball misses out high, so count goes 1-0 now to Opper. Ball misses downstairs, so 2-0 the count here. And Opper swings through the first strike here, so 2-1. With 2-1 count now for Opper. Ball just missed high, so hitters count 3-1 now to Kelton. And Opper will be aboard with a base on ball. Phelps Dairy, the culture of Wisconsin, is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Phelps' Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. Phelps' Dairy Store, food, family, and fun. So freshman Jaden Garski here, the left fielder here today. A lead runner on in Kelton Opper. And a called strike here to Garski. Jaden out in left field here defensively here for Pacelli. Manchek's pitch, a called strike 2 here now to Garski. Manchek from the stretch and the pitch. A swing and a miss, so that will be the second out here. And freshman Bryce Flaker here today in right field, hitting here with 2 outs. Ball misses high. And a called strike to Bryce. Count now goes 1-1 here to Flaker. Flaker swings through an off-speed offering here from Lemanchuk. 1-2 here to Flaker. And Flaker down on strikes. No runs, no hits, no errors. We move to the bottom half of inning number 2. Rosholt out front 1-0. Move to the bottom half of inning number 2. You're listening to and watching high school baseball. Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Buy 3 Goodyear tires and 1 is free has been extended at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $200 back on 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. Buy 3 and 1 is free in March at Sherrill Tire and Auto. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
All right, back out here at Brooks Field here in Rosholt. One of our many game day sponsors. Visit Marshfield. Marshfield Dairy Fest is May 31st through June 2nd. Check out marshfieldchamber.com for all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend. Also brought to you today by Express Employment. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. So Aiden Wiesa here, the sophomore first baseman, to lead things off. Hitting today in the number 7 spot here for Rosholt. Badoon offering. This is a little down low now, so 1-0 to Wiesa. And a called strike here from Badoon to Wiesa. 1-1 the count here. And Badoon switching speeds a little bit. Goes 1-2 now. Gets swing and a miss from Wiesa here. And Badoon's 4th strikeout here this afternoon. That's another ServPro Jamie Wenzel strikeout, where you can call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So Badoon with 4 strikeouts. First out here for this half inning here. Badoon out of the stretch here. The pitch to senior left fielder Mason Bembenek. And a called strike here. Count now goes to 1-1. And Badoon misses downstairs now, 2-1. And Badun misses low here, so hitters count now 3-1 for Mason Bembenek. Badun upstairs, so count goes ball 4 here, so Bembenek will be aboard with a base on ball, and that will bring up sophomore Evan Hintz, the sophomore second baseman here today. Badun out of the stretch, and the pitch, a called strike. Ball hit pretty well out to left. Garski going back on it. That's going to be off the fence. That'll be extra bases here. And a double for Evan Hintz. And that will shift Bembenek over to third. And a stand-up double for Evan Hintz. And Ostrowski here, top of the order here for Rosholt, 0 for 1 here today. Ostrowski, called strike here. Couple of runners in scoring position here. Ball hit over to third. Schobert coming home with it. They get the out, the first out, or beg your pardon, the second out. Very good defensive wherewithal by Sully Schober and Eric Rinke there, the two freshmen. Heads up baseball, and that is 2 outs now with runners here at the corner now. That is Evan Hintz over at third. He was able to advance a called strike to Lemanchuk. And we'll get a pinch runner here. Marcus Cole, the sophomore pinch runner here for catcher Matthew Ostrowski. And Lemanchuk here had a double back last inning here. Runners at the corner now. Badun checks on the runner over at first to Opper. So 0-1 here to Lemanchuk. Ball hit to Badun. And Badun will glove it for the 1-3 third out here. And Lemanchuk will be retired. We will move to the third inning here. Rosholt with 1 hit, no runs here. Move to inning number 3. You're listening to and watching high school baseball, Chelly baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
The work that you put in is the work you're going to get out. Starts in the weight room, focusing on those fundamentals, whether it's throwing form, hitting form, running form. So that way when you come to the game, you're not really thinking about them. In my sessions with Carter at WPI, I kind of learned how to be very strong and very flexible at the same time. High pressure situations, the world's pushing down on you and you're trying to push back. Don't let the moment get too big.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
All right, back out here in Zaleski Sports. Shoot a Funeral. Shoot a Funeral Home is your local family-owned and operated funeral home committed to serving families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable funerals. Shoot a Funeral Home of Stevens Point and Plover. Also brought to you by Rock and Roll Cafe. Treat the whole family to breakfast or lunch at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Mexican and American dishes cooked to perfection daily on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. So Melise Badoon to lead things off here. And he will fly out to short here for the first out here. So Lemanchek, I beg your pardon, back out here for his third inning of work here. And Peyton Flees, who walked his last at-bat. A called strike to Fleece. Badoon flew to short, had that base hit back in inning one, did Melise, to start things off. So Fleece here looks at a ball high, so 1-1 now to Fleece. One and one the count here. And a called strike two, so 1-2 now to Fleece from Lemanchek. One out here, top half of inning number 3. Ball hit sharply into right. That's going to be the catch will be made. So Flees, a really nice catch out there, the F9 here. So Flees retired, and that brings up Asher Jordan. He had the sack bunt back over in inning number 1. 1-3, so Jordan skies it out into right. And Jordan will be retired here for a 1-2-3 third inning here. No runs, no hits, no errors. We move to the bottom half of inning number 3, still 1-0 Rosholt. You're listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here, back on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
All right, back out here on Zaleski Sports here. Bottom half of inning number 3, Rosholt with the 1-0 advantage here. Tyler Hintz here to lead things off. He reached on an E6 back over in inning 1. And 1-0 now to Hintz. Ball misses down low here, so count goes 2-0 here to the senior and Tyler Hintz. Ball low here, so 3-0 for Hintz. Badoon from the stretch here, and his pitch. Called strike 1. So a hitter's count here, 3-1 to Tyler. Nobody out here. And Hintz will be aboard with a base on ball here to lead things off here in the 3rd. So lead base runner on, and Hintz over at first. Wyatt Lorbecki 0 for 1 here today. Throw down to second, not going to be in time. The speedy Hintz will be in for a stolen base. And Lorbecki here with a 0-1 count. Offering to Badoon, lifted into center. Fleas will have a beat on, and he will make the catch for out number 1. So Fleas, first out here of Lorbecki retired. And Tyler Cluck here reached down an air back over in inning 1 here. With Hintz out at second, representing the lead runner here. And Badoon's offering is a called strike here to Cluck. Ball hit out into left. That's Jaden Garski out there. Garski will make the catch for out number 2 to retire Tyler Cluck. 2 outs now here for Joey Walder. Walder 0 for 1 here this afternoon. Tyler Hintz still out at second here, 2 outs. Badoon here from the stretch. And a called strike here to Walder. Aiden Wiesa in the on-deck circle should Walder reach here for Rosholt. And Badoon, offering is going to be high, so 1-1 now to Walder. Badoon throws down to second, checking on Hintz out there. Hintz will be back in there. Jordan applies the tag. 1-1 here now to Walder. Ball up here, so 2-1 to Walder. At least trying to work out of inning number 3 here for Pacelli. 4 strikeouts here for Melise this afternoon. And a swing and a miss to Walder. So count now goes even at 2. 2-2 here to Walder. And Walder stays alive here. Count remains 2-2 on the foul tip. Badoon working here with a couple of outs. And Badoon's pitch misses low. Good stop by Ranke to keep it in front of him and prevent the base runner from advancing. So full count here now to Walder. And a base on ball, so Walder will be aboard. For Aiden Wiesa, who is 0 for 1 here today. And Mason Bembenek in the on-deck circle should Wiesa reach here. Badoon's offering, this is inside here to Wiesa. And 2-0 now here to Wiesa. And a called strike here, so Badoon firing with a count now 2-1 fastball. Badoon checking his signs here from Ranke. Swing and a miss for Wiesa, so 2-2 now. And Badoon fields it cleanly, 1-3, and that will be the end of the Rosholt's portion of inning number 3. We move to the 4th inning here. No runs, no hits, no errors here. Score 1-0. We move to the 4th inning. You're listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
All right, back out here at Brooks Field here in Rosholt. We move to the top half of inning number 4. Lucas Hammerly to lead things off here for Pacelli, and he looks at a ball here for a 1-0 count now here. Lucas 0 for 1 here today. And fouls that one away. Lemanchek out here for his 4th inning of work. Pitched pretty well here with 5 strikeouts here. Has only given up the 1 hit back over in inning 1 to Badoon. And a called strike, so Lemanchek now goes 1-2 here to Hammerly. And that ball hit over to second. Mishandled for a moment, and they're not going to get him, so Hammerly will be aboard. On the E4, we'll call it. And that will bring up Andrew Van Order, the senior designated hitter here today, hitting in the 5 spot. He is 0 for 1 here this afternoon. Hammerly reaches on the E4, so Van Order looking to try to, and Van Order takes strike 1 here, so 0-1 now here to Vio. Ball fouled out of play here, so 0-2 now here to VO. With Sully Schober in the on-deck circle here for Pacelli. Lemanchek working with a 0-2 count here out of the stretch. Throw back down to first, checking on Hammerly. Hammerly back in there. So Lemanchek from the stretch, and the pitch, Hammerly going. That ball is going to be lifted out of play. Foul count remains 0-2. And VO. So Lemanchek checking on Hammerly over there. Ball gets away, the throw back to Lemanchek, and Hammerly heads up baseball there to advance to second. And in a 1-0 game, those are the kind of things that can really hurt a ball club. Hammerly, the heads up base running, and Van Order down on strikes for out number 1. So Sully Schober here now with 1 out. He is 0 for 1 here today. Hammerly, the lead runner, Lucas Hammerly out at second. 1 out here. And Lemanchuk offering the fastball that's fouled off by Schober. And Lemanchuk's pitch misses upstairs, so 1-1 now to Schober. Lemanchuk off speed, offering a called strike 2 now, 1-2. So Lemanchuk has pitched very well today. 6 strikeouts here in the afternoon for the left-hander here. He will step off momentarily and give a quick look over to Hammerly at second. And that ball misses down low to Schober. So the count now goes even at 2-2. And Schober down on strikes for the second out here. And Kelton Opper, who walked his last at-bat here. The runner in scoring position in Hammerly. Opper's pitch, or beg your pardon, Lemanchuk's pitch to Opper, a called strike. So Opper bunts that one foul. Count now goes 0-2 here on Kelton. Manchuk 0-2 here on Opper. Ball misses low. So 1-2 here now to Opper. Ball hit sharply into the hole. That should be going to be a tough play, and that will be a base hit and a run coming home for Hammerly. Hammerly with those wheels, and Opper with a base hit. But a good play at second nonetheless. We'll stay here momentarily. Rocky Rococo's Pan-Style Pizza and Pasta is a Stevens Point favorite for dine-in, takeout, or delivery. Always supporting local and always an easy and affordable choice for your next family night out. Fast food on the go or even your next catering for a party or work function. Enjoy Rocky Rococo's in Stevens Point. Also brought to you today by Staub Construction. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Also brought to you today by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. So Garski now, 2 outs with a runner over at first and Opper. Just the second hit here for Pacelli here today. Manchuk been cruising along pretty well here with 7 strikeouts. Garski 0 for 1 here today. And a called strike 1 to Jaden. Score knotted up here at 1. And Garski swings and may have gotten a small piece of that, but 0-2 now here to Garski. And ball misses, so 1-2 here to Garski. And a called third strike, so that will end the Cardinals' half of inning number 4. We will move to the bottom half of inning number 4. Pacelli gets a hit and a run. Score now tied 1-1. We move to the bottom half of inning number 4. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
You want a job? You want a career? Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point is hiring. Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point needs laborers, truck drivers, and equipment operators now. Enjoy year-round benefits by calling Farner Asphalt 800-332-3360 to apply, or go to Farner Asphalt. Farner Asphalt is an equal opportunity employer including disability and veterans. Shuta Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuta Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuta Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shutafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
All right, back out here on Zaleski Sports. Farner Asphalt want to make excellent seasonal money in a short window of time this spring, summer, and fall? Well, joining Farner Asphalt, your locally owned leader in pavement contracting. Farner is the industry leader in quality, service, and most importantly, safety. Take advantage of these excellent seasonal wages and apply today at farnerasphalt.com. And a called strike here to Bembenek. He walked his first at-bat back in inning number 2. Mason Bembenek here. Ball misses down. So now 1-1 here to senior left fielder Mason Bembenek, with sophomore second baseman Evan Hintz in the on-deck circle for Rosholt. And that ball hit out into left pretty well too. Garski with a beat on it, so Garski running back on it, making a nice play. Freshman Jaden Garski to retire. Mason Bembenek 4 out number 1. That brings up Evan Hintz. Had the double last inning in inning number 2. So 1-0 here to Hintz. Again, Evan Hintz 1 for 1 here with a double here today. Had that back in inning 2. And a called strike here to Evan Hintz. So 1-1 now. Doon from the stretch and the pitch. That will be out of play, and count will move to 1-2. Nobody on here with the 1 out here. Bottom half inning number 4, tied here at 1. And Badoon, the drop third strike. Reinke will glove it and throw it down, and that will be a Jamie Wenzel Servpro strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Servpro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So Badoon's 5th Jamie Wenzel Servpro strikeout here today. And Matthew Ostrowski here. 0 for 2 here today. 1-0 the count here to Ostrowski. Hit sharply. That'll be a base hit for Ostrowski down the third base line. And we'll have a courtesy runner. SC Swiderski, an SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. So Lamanchuk here 1-4-2 here today at a double back in inning 1. Strike, throw down, and will not be in time, so a stolen base there for Marcus Cole. And a called strike here to Lemanchuk. One here now to Thomas. 1-for-2 again here today. Marcus Cole out at second, the base runner. Dune's throw nearly in time. Jordan there to apply the tag. Cole back in there safely. 1-1 now to Lemanchuk. Dune working with 2 outs here. Ball misses a little bit down though, so 2-1 now. That ball hit out to Peyton Fleas. Fleas up with it for the 3rd out to retire Lemanchuk for the 3rd out here, and we move to inning number 5 here. Rosholt with the 1 hit, no runs, no errors. Score tied here at 1-1. Listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
All right, back out here on Zaleski Sports, one of our many sponsors here, the Point Brewing. The Stevens Point Brewery is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics. Experience the many refreshing flavors of Point Gourmet sodas, handcrafted in small batches. Each flavor is perfected for your enjoyment. From the tasty black cherry cream to the world-famous Point root beer, every bottle is in the house. Also brought to you today by Point Heating and Cooling in Stevens Point and Plover, with more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Point Heating and Cooling or visit pointheating.com. So Bryce Flaker here to lead things off. Top half of inning number 5 here. Score knotted up here at 1. CWC South Conference game here tonight out in Rosholt, Brooks Field to be exact. A lot of history out here at Rosholt at this field. Nostalgic field in my humble opinion. Always enjoy coming out here to play baseball. So 1-0 now to Flaker. And a called strike here to Bryce. So Bryce 0 for 1 here this afternoon. Lemanchuk pitch missed downstairs. So 2-1 now to Flaker. We are in the 5th inning here. And Flaker swings through, count goes even now, 2-2. Been a pretty fast-moving game. We're only roughly about an hour in, and we're already in inning number 5 here. And Lemanchuk's off-speed offering is upstairs. Count goes full now. Both pitchers have pitched very well today. Lemanchuk, 8 strikeouts here thus far, with Badoon with 5. 1-1 ball game. And Flaker will be aboard with the base on ball. And that brings the top of the order up here. And Melise Badoon, he is 1 for 2 today. So Badoon 1 for 2 this afternoon. Had a stolen base as well. His 3rd at-bat here this afternoon has pitched very, very well today for Pacelli. Lemanchik's throw over to WIAA. Flaker back in there safely. And Lemanchik checking on Flaker there again. WIAA there. So Badoon here with a runner on, nobody out. Ball misses just out here, so 1-0 now to Badoon. Lemanchik checking on Flaker over there. A 1-0 now here to Badoon. And Badoon checks his swing there. No, 2-0 now here to Badoon. And 3-0 here. Badoon all likelihood have the take here on the 3-0 count with Flaker out at first. The meat of the order coming up here with Fleas and Jordan. And Badoon will be aboard, so 2 consecutive walks here. And that will bring up Peyton Fleas here. He is 0 for 1 here. Walked back in inning number 1, flew out to right back in inning 3. Couple of base runners here for Peyton. And a called strike to Peyton, the off-speed offering from Lemanchik. Nobody out here. So Lemanchik, this is low, so 1-1. And a called strike, the off-speed pitch here, 1-2 to Fleas. Fleas a pretty good 2-strike hitter for the Cardinals. That ball misses down low. Runners will stay put. Count goes even now, 2-2 to Peyton. And Lemanchik's offering drilled out into center. Should be, we'll see if it's deep enough. It's not, so Fleas the F8 here, fly out to center for out number 1. Runners stay put here. Flaker out at second, Doon over at first. And Asher Jordan here, he is 0 for 2 this afternoon. Flew out to right field his last at-bat. Lemanchik's pitch down low. So a couple base runners here for Jordan. Jordan looking to inflict some damage here. That ball hit. That'll be a base hit for Asher Jordan. That should score a run. So Badoon will come home, or beg your pardon, Flaker comes home to score. So Jordan with a base hit. Badoon advances to second. And Jordan with an RBI base hit here. And Lucas Hammerly steps up here. He is 0 for 2 here today. Did score a run back in inning number 4. Reached on the E4. And a called strike here to Hammerly. Chelly now catapults out in front 2-1 here. Lemanchik takes a look over at Badoon over there at second. Jordan out at first. Ball misses down low here, so Hammerly with a 1-1 count. Lemanchik taking an eye on Badun out there at second. 1-1 here now to Hammerly. Ball high, so 2-1. Ball lifted. It's going to be out of play here. So count goes 2-2 here now to Lucas Hammerly. Andrew Van Order in the on-deck circle here for the Cardinals. Manchek's throw down to second. Badun slides back in safely. So 2-2 now here to Hammerly. And a couple of stolen bases here out on the base paths as Badun steals third. Jordan steals second. And a full count now here to Lucas Hammerly. Couple runners in scoring position now. Base hit may score 2, depending upon where. So Hammerly will deuce the base on ball here. Home Furniture, turn your house into a home and shop Home Furniture. Home Furniture on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Plover. Also brought to you today by Ag Country. Ag Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. So Andrew Van Order here with the bases loaded, 1 out. VO is 0 for 2 here, but in a big spot here. A base hit could score a couple runs, potentially, particularly with a speed out on the base paths with Badun at third and Jordan over at second. And Van Order takes strike 2 here now, so 0-2 quickly from Lemanchek to Van Order. And that ball misses high now, 1-2 here. Jelly trying to advance a few more runs here with the 1 out here. And Van Order lifts that into the air. That will be Lemanchek to camp out under that for the 2nd out. So Van Order now retired. Bases remain loaded here for Sully Schober in a big spot here. He is 0 for 2 here today, is Sully. Lemanchek with an 8 strikeouts here on the afternoon on the hill here through 4 2/3 innings of work. And the off-speed offering misses here, so 1-0 now to Sully. And count goes 2-0 now here to Sully. Sully just a freshman here. Ball ripped out into the gap. That'll be a base hit for Sully Schober. A couple runs should score. Jordan coming in hard. And that will be a 2 RBI base hit for Sully Schober. That'll be a double for Schober. Hammerly over at third. And the intentional walk to Opper here, so he'll be aboard. Bases loaded now for freshman Jaden Garski. It's Kelton Opper with the intentional walk here. Schober out at second, Hammerly out at third. Opper over at first. 3 runs have come across this inning here in inning number 5. Score 4-1 now with 2 outs, and Grant Hinker coming up here. He'll be pinch hitting here in the 8th spot here for Garski. Hinker, the junior here. Bases loaded here. Pacelli looking to try to tack on a few more perhaps. And Lemanchik offering here, and his pitch is high here to Hinker. And Hinker swings and misses here, so count goes 1-1. Off-speed pitch in there, curveball, at least from this angle anyway. So count goes 1-2 here to Hinker. And Hinker staying alive here, fouling that fastball from Lemanchik here. So 1-2 is our count remains. And Hinker down on strikes. And that will be the end of Cardinals' half of inning number 5. They get a couple hits though. 3 runs. Score now goes 4-1. We move to the bottom half of inning number 1. Pacelli up 4-1. Listening to and watching high school baseball here. Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
All right, back out here on Zaleski Sports. Bottom half of inning number 5. Maida, when it comes to customized apparel or your local sports team apparel, turn to Maida and Stevens Point. From corporate outings to outfit your club or sports team, Maida has all you could need. Also brought to you today by Hoff Favor Real Estate. Andy Hoff and Cindy LaChapelle of the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group are your local Stevens Point realtors. That's Andy Hoff and Cindy LaChapelle of Hoff Favor Real Estate. Also brought to you today here in part from Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. So Tyler Hintz here to lead things off. He is 0 for 1 here, walked and stole a base in his last inning of work over in inning number 3. So his third plate appearance here today. And Badoon's offering misses just up here. So 1-0 now to senior shortstop Tyler Hintz. 4-1 now the score here out at Brooksfield and Rosholt. So Melise 2-0 here on Hintz. And Badoon's offering Tyler Hintz as a called strike, so 2-1. And that ball just missed, so hitters count now 3-1 to Tyler Hintz. And a called strike. No, count goes full now to Tyler. Nobody out here. Bottom of inning 5. Ball hit out to second. It's going to be a tough play. And they will get the 4-3 out here to retire Tyler Hintz for out number 1. That's Hammerly over to Opper. And Wyatt Lorbecki 0 for 2 here today this afternoon. He flew out to center to Fleas back over in inning number 3. Badoon working with 1 out here. And a called strike here from Badoon. Badoon with the 5 Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro strikeouts thus far. That ball misses high, so 1-1 now to Lorbecki. And a called strike, too. And Badoon's offering down low. So 1-2 here. And a called third strike for out number 2, and that's another Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout where you can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So Badoon now with 6 strikeouts here this afternoon. (1-0) here now to Tyler Cluck. 0 for 2 here today. Flew out to left his last at bat. Called strike here to Tyler. So 1-1 the count. And that ball hit sharply over to Schober. And that will be a base hit for Tyler Cluck. Making him 1 for 3 now today. Two outs now for Joey Walder. 0 for 1 here today. Walked in inning number 3. And a called strike to the left-handed hitting Joey Walder. And that ball hit sharply down to Opper at first. That'll be a base hit for Walder. So a couple hits here. So Walder with the single. Working here with 2 outs. And Aiden Wiesa here steps up. He is 0 for 2 here this afternoon. The sophomore first baseman, Aiden Wiesa. Tyler Cluck over at third. Walder down at first. 2 consecutive base hits here between Cluck and Walder. And a called strike to Wiesa. And Wiesa fouls that one back here, so count goes 0-2. Badoon trying to work his way out of inning number 5 here. And a swing and a miss, so strike 3. Wiesa down on strikes for another Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout where you can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So 5 here are in the books. Pacelli up 4-1 here. We move to the 6th inning. You're listening to and watching high school baseball. Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
All right, back out here on Zaleski Sports. New pitcher here for Rosholt, Tyler Cluck. He'll come on for the 6th inning here. Little Scholars Childcare. Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are two beautiful childcare and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early childhood learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. To you also here by Cheese Pleasers. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft here. So Lemanchik goes 5 strong, had the 9 strikeouts here today. Tyler Cluck coming on here for Rosholt. And he will see Bryce Flaker here. Bryce is 0 for 1 here with a walk today. And he has a 1-0 count here. We are in the 6th inning here with Tyler Cluck working out of the stretch in inning number 6 here for Rosholt. The right-hander. This is now 2-0. And a called strike to Flaker now, so 2-1. And Tyler Cluck misses high, so 3-1 hitters count now here to Flaker. And a called strike 2 here, so full count goes to Flaker. And Flaker will be aboard for a base on ball. And that brings up the top of the order here in Melise Badoon. 1 for 2 here today with a walk. Runs scored, a couple of stolen bases here. Had that base hit back in inning 1 to start the game off here for Pacelli. So Tyler Cluck checks on Flaker. So Badoon here. Righty versus righty, Badoon and Cluck here, and a called strike here for Tyler Cluck. And a beautiful, that was a thing, had a ton of movement from this angle anyways. So 0-2 now here to Badoon. The knee buckler, and that ball hits sharply into left field. That'll be a base hit for Badoon, his 2nd hit here today. So Melise with a couple of base hits. So a couple runners on here with Flaker and Nick Grivach to pinch run here for Badoon. In all likelihood, Badoon will be back out here for his 6th inning of work. That's my deductive reasoning anyways. We'll see, but very strong possibility here. So a couple runners on here for Peyton Flees. Peyton 0 for 2 here today. Had a walk in inning 1. And Flees fouls that one away. And the knee buckler there from Tyler Cluck. He's got that thing going pretty well. 0-2 here. Nobody out here. And 1-2 now to Fleece, with Jordan over in the on-deck circle here for Pacelli. Cluck, fastball misses down, so count goes even 2-2 now. Ball just misses here, so count goes full on Fleece. Cluck working out of the stretch here for Rosholt. And Fleece hits that one foul, so count remains full here. Grivach out at first. Flaker out at second. Nobody out here. And Flees will walk. Nick Grivach out to second. Flaker goes down to third. And senior Asher Jordan here will get a pinch runner here. Peyton Flees will be relieved here on the base paths by Nathan Reimer. We'll stay right here. Fleet Farm, pick up all your pets' favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof from all the brands you trust. Dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. Also brought to you today in part by Wood Street Rentals. No matter the job, big or small, look to Wood Street Rentals to get the equipment you need to get the job done. Offering a wide range of equipment needs and delivery to any job site, look to Wood Street Rentals in Stevens Point. So bases loaded. Nathan Reimer pinch running here for the Cardinals for Flees. Nick Grivach out at second. And Bryce Flaker out at third. There is nobody out here for Asher Jordan. Jordan had the 2 RBI base hit back over in inning number 5. 1 for 3 here today. And another big spot is senior Asher the Smasher Jordan. Tyler Cluck here. And that ball batted foul here, so count will go 0-1. Ball just misses high. 1 for 3 here today. A couple of stolen bases, I believe, and a couple RBIs in that last at bat for Jordan. That ball catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Count goes 2-2 now here to Jordan. And the off-speed pitch misses up high, so full count now to Jordan. Nowhere to put Asher, as they say, so. And a called third strike for the first out. And Lucas Hamerly now, 0 for 2 here today, did walk back over in inning number 5. 1 out, bases loaded here for Hamerly. And a called strike here to Lucas. Ball upstairs now, 2-1. Ball hit, that's going to be through the legs here. Couple of runs will come across here. Grivach scores, as does Flaker. So Andrew Van Order here now is 0 for 3 here this afternoon. Couple of runs come across here. Score now goes 6-1 Pacelli. And Van Order fouls that one off here. Reimer out at second with Hammerly over at first. One out here. Cluck's offering is just missed here, so 2-1. And Van Order hits it over to short. Can be a long play. The 6-3 will retire Van Order, but the runners will move 90 feet ahead. So Reimer comes to third. Hammerly goes to second. And Sully Schober here, 1 for 3 this afternoon, had a double back in the 5th inning here. That ball hit sharply out to right. And play will be made, so that will be out number 3 on the F9. That will be the end of the Cardinals half here of inning number 6. They get a run with 2 hits. Score goes 6-1 now. We move to the bottom half of inning 6. Pacelli up 6-1. You are listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
All right, we are back here for the bottom of inning number 6. Melise Badoon back out on the hill for the Cardinals, toeing the rubber here for the 6th inning here. He will have Mason Bembenek and Evan Hintz to lead things off here. So 8, 9, and 1 coming up here for Rosholt. Pacelli is able to get a couple more runs in that inning. So score now 6-1. Badoon out here for his 6th inning of work. Bembenek 0 for 1 here today with a walk. And a called strike to Bembenek. Ball misses up here, so Badoon's pitched pretty well today. 7 strikeouts, has scattered the 5 hits through 5+ here. And that ball misses down low, so 2-1 here to Bembenek. And Evan Hintz over in the on-deck circle for Rosholt. And a called strike here, 2-2 to Bembenek. And a strikeout for another Jamie Wenzel, Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Called Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So that is 8 Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts here today for Melise Badoon. And Evan Hintz now is 1 for 2 here today at a double back in inning 2. So 1 for 2 for Evan Hintz here. And a called strike here from Badoon. And Badun going up the ladder a little bit. So 1-2 now to Hintz. And ball hit very well for a second base hit here today for Evan Hintz. So he's now 2 for 3 here today with a base hit to bring the top of the order back here for Matthew Ostrowski. He is 1 for 3 here today. Called strike here to Matthew. Ball hit over to Schober. He'll come up with it. Nice play to 2, and the 5-4-3 double play. That will end the 6th inning here. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors. We move to the top half of inning number 7. Pacelli out front 6-1. You're watching and listening to high school baseball here. Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
All right, back out here for inning number 7 here. Pacelli with the 6-1 advantage here. Melise Badun 6 strong here for Cardinals, 8 strikeouts. In line for the win right now. Pacelli would remain on the trajectory they are on. Culligan Water, get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. So Tyler Cluck will be back out on the hill for Rosholt. He will see 7, 8, and 9 here with Kelton Opper to lead things off. Top half of inning number 7 here for Pacelli. Want to also thank today Stevens Point Orthopedics is proud to provide athletic training services to Pacelli athletes. Stevens Point Orthopedics, world-class treatment, hometown care. So Kelton Opper here is 1 for 1. He has a couple of walks today. Had a base hit back over in inning number 3. So 1 for 1 here for Kelton. Tyler Cluck to work the 7th inning here for Rosholt. And that ball misses high now, so count goes to 1-0. Opper hits one down over to second, and he will be retired by way of the 4-3 ground out here, 4-3. So 1 out now here for, this will be Jaden Garski, 0 for 2 here today. His 3rd plate appearance for the Cardinals. Tyler Cluck out on the hill here, working out of the stretch. And Garski hits one over to short. And he will be retired by way of the 6-3 ground out here for out number 2. And Bryce Flaker, who is 0 for 1 here with a couple of walks, couple runs scored here for Pacelli. Quickly 2 outs for Cluck. And a called strike here to Flaker. And off speed misses outside, so 1-1 here to Bryce. Ball misses high, so count now goes to 2-1. That ball's going to be drift foul there, so count goes even 2-2. And ball misses out, so count goes now to full. Ball hit over to third. Flaker hustling it out, and he will be out by way of the 5-3, so a 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Cluck. Cardinals go down in order, 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We move to the bottom of inning number 7. Pacelli out front, 6-1. Rosholt coming in up last wraps. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
All right, back out here on Zaleski Sports here. We move to the bottom half of inning number 7. This will be the last call, as they say, for the Hornets here. Thomas Lemanchik will lead things off here for Rosholt in the bottom of the 7th here. Peyton Flees out on the hill here to try and close this one out here for Pacelli. Lemanchik 1-for-3 here today, had a double back in inning 2. Also started the game out on the hill today and pitched very, very well in my opinion. Had 9 strikeouts here on the hill. And 1-for-3 here at the plate. He's hitting in the 2 spot here, so Rosholt brings up 2, 3, and 4 here. Peyton Flees out on the hill from the stretch. And Flees quickly goes 0-2 here. Oh, Pate misses high now, 1-2 to Lemanchik. And a called third strike for out number 1. That's a Serb-Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout, where you can call Jamie Wenzel at Serb-Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So out number 1 here for Tyler Hintz. Tyler 0-for-2 here today with a walk. Flees misses high. And that is what they would call a waste pitch. Both Tyler and Peyton get a kick out of that for a moment. And called strike here to Hintz, so 1-1 now. Senior and senior righty versus righty matchup here. Flees offering hit. Should be playable for Opper for out number 2. And that is out number 2 by way of the F3 here, and that brings up Wyatt Lorbecki here. He is 0-for-3 here today. And a called strike here from Fleas. And Fleas fastball quickly up 0-2 here now. And the sidearm pitch here, 1-2 now here from Fleas to Lorbecky. One and two the count here to Lorbecky. And that's a third strike, a Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro strikeout, where you can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice. And cleanup and restoration, that is a final. Pacelli with a 6-1 victory here out at Brooks Field in Rosholt. We will have our Nasonville Dairy postgame show momentarily coming up next. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll get a few words here, hopefully, from head coach Wayne Sankey, as well as maybe a player or two here today on our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Again, it's a final here, 6-1 Pacelli. We'll be back here momentarily. You've been listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here momentarily.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
All right, we are back here on Zaleski Sports. We're out here with Coach Wayne Sankey. Guys, pretty closely contested game. I think very similar to the last time you guys faced each other. Pretty close until you get later into the game. Talk about today's game, a big game before tomorrow's seeding.
Yeah, I thought Melise threw well on the mound. He had his off-speed pitches working. In the first inning, we had a couple errors and that let that unearned run in, but I thought after that our defense really clamped down. We made a really good play where they tried scoring the run on the contact play with the ground ball to third, where they had two freshmen playing catch and got the pickle there, and then turning the double plays, a couple double plays, that was just big. And guys had better at-bats as the game went on, too. You know, we struggled, I think, 5 out of our first 6 outs were strikeouts, so that was tough. But then as the game went on, we had better at-bats.
Yeah, you guys did really. I mean, it was 1-1 really going into that fourth, and you guys kind of broke things open, and you said you had a couple freshmen playing catch, and that Pickle Sully, one of them. Talk a little bit about the rest of the season, man. We're just getting further and further into the season, and before you know it, playoffs are here.
Yeah, you know, I'd like to believe we're playing better each game out, and I think we are right now, and that's what we need to concentrate on doing, and I really like our team chemistry. The guys are pulling for each other. You know, you never know when you're going to get into the game, and I really like the direction we're headed right now.
Yeah, definitely, Coach. You guys definitely start gelling as you get further into the season. Anything else before you guys get into your seeding meetings tomorrow and
we're just looking forward
keep
for
taking
that.
care of business?
Yeah, you bet, for sure.
Cool.
Thanks,
Coach,
buddy.
appreciate it.
You bet.
That is head coach Wayne Sankey here. Pacelli again with a 6-1 conference victory. Freshman Sully Schober out here tonight. We picked Sully primarily. This game is knotted up at 1 here going into that 4th. Sully kind of broke things open with that couple RBI double here in inning 4. Sully, talk a little bit about your role. I know you're all buttoned up now, but talk about your role with this squad. I know you're just a freshman. You had some nice plays out at 3rd today, but talk about your role here.
I'm just glad that I get an opportunity to play, and going into that bat, I was thinking, okay, there's runners on, got to put something in play. So that's what I was thinking.
So you were thinking just get something out and play. You got the runners on. I think that's definitely a good way to think of it. See ball, hit ball. Talk a little bit about defensively. You had that nice heads-up play out of 3rd to get the out at home. Talk a little bit about that.
I was always, for that error I made over there, I was stay low. I moved my feet and let the hands do the work, I guess.
Let the hands do the work, and you have to have a short memory in baseball. You have the error, but you come back and you do good things after that. Sully, anything else before we get you on the countdown, the highlight, Zaleski Sports Highlight House here?
No.
Okay, I think you know the drill, right?
I think I know it.
We'll count you down 3, 2, and 1, and then you'll say your name and that you're in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House. So we'll go 3, 2, 1.
I'm Sullivan Schober, and I'm in the house.
All right, Sully Schober, nice job today. That is freshman Sully Schober here, had that very pivotal RBI, couple RBI double actually in inning number 4, really to kind of change the momentum of this baseball game. And as Coach Sankey said, this is a pivotal game. They get into the seedings tomorrow, so certainly every one of these games counts, particularly as you start looking ahead towards the postseason. So Pacelli comes out of here with a 6-1 victory today in the CWC South Conference. That improves their record now to 11-9 overall. They move to 8-3 in conference. They will have another conference game at Wild Rose, and I believe that is a Thursday contest, although there was some mention possibly of that being tomorrow, but that remains to be seen. And then they'll be back home on Friday with Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. With the call here again, you've been watching and listening to high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Brandon Barancott on the call, Trevor Zaleski on the production tonight. Have yourself a very good night from Brooksfield here in Rosholt. Have a good night.